Sounds good.
All right. So, Jules, you might actually get a little bit of review on this because we kind of talked about my section on Sunday night. But I'm going to be walking us through a little bit more about the nature, especially now that you basically are both emeralds and you both have this desire to work the business a little bit more into details. Some of the things you can start thinking about of how you start to train up your new coaches as you continue to also train yourself and continue to grow. You are never going to stop learning in this business. You know, every single day somebody's posting something and we're just absorbing sponges and learning new things. But the reason we wanted to bring us together is to kind of talk about where we're going to go as like a mini team so we don't get overwhelmed with a couple hundred coaches that we're all attached with our other two teams. But still remember, you guys can always break off on your own. You never have to do things with us. If you feel like you can partner up with somebody else just to make it there's a stronger and dynamic presence with your group, go at it. So I'm going to go into my shared screen for a moment. So we're here. Can you see my Facebook page?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. So let's quickly just go into what the heck Gem Dynasty actually is. So Gem Dynasty is Sarah, Misty, and myself and all of us, all of our teams. When I have a coach that has first signed on and is definitely interested in working the business, not just discount coaches, but sometimes if I have one of those, you know, Katie Coffee commitments of level 2s. The story was I signed on as a level 2, and then like 2 months later I was like, forget that. I dove right in. But so when I have somebody who's just starting, who might be interested in working or is interested in the potential concept of working, what happens is we will include them to our little mini team because it's not overwhelming. They can ask a couple questions, doesn't become obnoxious when they start asking. So this is who we first invite. Once they're in here, the next thing that we want to get them to do is we ask them 2 different questions. We say, are you more of a self-goer and like you want to self-train on your own, or are you more into something going on daily, and we get into the internship. Jillian always does an internship that's a month long, and then if the timing works well, I'll throw people into hers. Hers is more extensive, and sometimes we lose people in theirs a little bit, but it is thorough, especially for someone who keeps liking to absorb. If you go to Girl Boss, you are welcome to throw your new coaches into this anytime we start. We lessened this down to 10 days with additional homework. So we took Jillian's internship and basically cut it down so that it wasn't completely overwhelming, and then it was just enough to get people's feet wet. Jules just finished this one and she did a really great job and was able to kind of start learning the process as we go. If you put people in this, all we ask is one of us typically will help run it. We just ask you guys to make sure you're constantly participating with your coach. So tagging them in it every day, like if you notice that they haven't interacted with it or they haven't sent a message to you because their homework says they're supposed to talk to you as the upline, then start to engage them and find out what's going on in there. So for example, today, Sarah's been taking over for me because my next 2 weeks are hell. And so Anna's gotten in here. Is Jamie Lynn yours, Sarah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're able to see that we're going in here. The thing that you can point out to your members is if they go into the file section in the Girl Boss Academy, and I might have a guy coming in, so I might have to change the name at some point, but is the extra credit, the power list, some extra things for them to have. We also put in the basic calendars that Shakeology sends us every time we order so that you can print these off, and whenever I hand out samples, I usually give them the little calendar because it gives them some like recipes to go with. But the extra credit is for those people who like want to absorb everything and do a bunch of self-studies. When you go onto that section, it's going to open up. Hopefully it will open up. Thinking. And it's all of the other videos and other additional trainings that we think are very important but we don't want to overwhelm people. Coaches can stay in here as long as they want. They will want to remove themselves from it. So just so that they understand where that is. Here's the extra a little bit. Chrissy did a good job with this. We work with Dana and Chrissy on this as well. They're our success pod, and we're going to talk a little bit about that in a few minutes. So there's more options for us to do that. Let me X out of here. Thanks, been a wicked stupid today. All right, so then for me, at least when they have finished here, so when we first sign on, we announce them and can, like, introduce them. You can absolutely do that if they are a discount. Some people do, some people don't. Sometimes you just ask, would you want to be announced? And they're like, nope. I'm like, all right. Personally, I don't include them into Fit Rescue until they've graduated from that. And the reason being is I don't want them asking beginner questions, because Jillian like jumps all over that, and you kind of want to train them up. So if you go to Fit Rescue, which we all are part of, so we now then explain to them, okay, here's our mama bird. Here is our 5-star elite team. We're a great team. Jillian is a wealth of knowledge, but you want to explain to them how Jillian works. And Jillian does not answer questions. She directs you in the right way. And that's just the way that she trains. So make sure that you preface that, because sometimes the way Jillian will answer sounds like she hates you. It's not at all how she is. She's simply pointing you to it so that you are learning. If you have somebody that is like gung-ho and you want to continue to also be continuing to learn, and if you're not part of the team, the next tier that you can go up, and not all of us are in this, is, oh, she changed it recently. Is it Fit or coaches?
It's the second one down.
Oh, Fit Couture coaches. So Fit Couture is like our grandmother, Jen Richards, who is a superstar, 15-star, crazy bajillionaire coach. She's a sweetheart, and she actually does interact with everybody. I haven't put any coaches in this one, to be honest. And the reason I haven't done that yet is because it's helpful, but not necessarily essential. And sometimes you just get caught into how many people. We spend so much time posting in groups. Oh, there's Missy. Hi, Missy. This can be overwhelming. But what will happen is once you become a diamond, then you are going to be added into a couple more diamond groups. And they will add you into that. And those diamond groups are awesome because they also, it's like diamond and above, and then they'll put me in, like once we get there, and we'll get to 5-star and above, and they'll continue to add us to groups that continue to give us knowledge. So we wanted to just show you this idea of where should your progression be as you're grooming your own coaches, because there's no reason why you guys right now can't blast Jillian and be a 15-star. There's nobody sitting there anchoring you down because we're not ahead of you. So this is your own business, so make it your business. If you want to successfully grow from it, my gosh, go at it. We will have push to emerald groups. We will constantly do push to diamond groups because those are helpful to push people only if they're willing to participate. But just remember, you can't drag somebody. We did a training earlier this week. Someone called, Janelle Summers did a call. And Janelle Summers, if you don't know who she is Shalene Johnson, the creator of PIO, her sister, who's like this crazy elite coach. And she's very, very successful in her own right. She did this amazing call about breaking down what it would mean to be like a 5-star diamond and the reverse of how we have to do that and where we have to go from there. And really, she helped really break it down so that you guys understand and that I understand. I was like, oh my gosh, my business model is completely wrong. But every time you think like you have someone that you're going to bank on, like I could sit and be like, oh my gosh, Jules is amazing. She's going to be my ticket to hit. Yay. I could go that way, and then something happens and Jules moves, or she has another baby, or there's all these life events that might stop her in her tracks right there. And if I'm relying on anybody, then my business isn't going to happen. So what we need to do is, if we're thinking, I want to be a 2-star diamond by Summit, then really I should be working to a 5-star, because the reality of us getting what we need, you need to mentally think, who are my 5, not who are my 2. Because just when you think they're going to get to diamond, they don't, and you're like, so you want to continue to be always working, because we don't want to rely on each other. This is our own business. All right. If you don't have Jillian's Google Docs, let us know and we will send that to you. So Sarah, are you now going to, you've got the calendar, correct?
I have the calendar for September all ready to go. I'm hoping everybody has seen the August calendar so they kind of know what's going on. I have to share.
So Sarah, can you share your calendar?
Yep. I'm just, can everyone see that?
There we go. Yep.
Everybody sees that? Okay, great. So we follow a similar pattern to Jillian. Our pattern isn't all the same. Jillian starts her month with a free group. We actually end our month with a free group, so that way we start our new month fresh. So can you see my pointer? So at the beginning of September, we are going to do Kickoff to a New You. That's a paid group. It's anyone that's doing a program, anyone that's drinking Shakeology, if they have Beachbody on Demand, basically anything that they paid for. If they found it on Amazon and they want me to be their coach, I add them. Because 5 years from now, they may be my superstar. You know, so if it comes off Amazon, if it comes off eBay, I'll add them. Is that mine? I think that's mine making mine. We're also doing the Health Bet, which is going to be on the Tracker app.
Hey, hold on. Misty, mute yourself for a second. I think it might be
It's
Misty.
me.
Yeah.
It's probably my computer. It was last time.
Was it yours? I thought it was Misty's.
No, I think it's mine.
Yeah, I don't have anything that conflicts with it.
Okay.
I don't know. My computer's not right.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, guys. You're just going to have to deal with my little Japanese interpreter behind me. The Health Bet is going to be in the Tracker app. It is set up. If you are not in it, let us know, and we'll get you in it, and that's going to be everybody splitting a piece of the pot. So basically, Kickoff to a New You, I'm only putting people in there if they don't want to do the Health Bet or they're not drinking Shakeology. We also have our intro groups. We run our intro groups. There's 3, and the only one that's not on here is Fit Couture, because we don't know when that's going to be. Normally it's the first Monday of the month. But because of Labor Day weekend, we aren't sure. And then we run ours the Monday after Fit Couture. And then normally the Monday after that, Jillian runs hers. Hers is actually the week after this month. You have 3 opportunities a month to get people into intro groups, to show them what coaching is. All of Jillian's Fit Rescue stuff, I always put in red. That's kind of like her color. So if you see something red on the calendar, it's for Fit Rescue. The only thing that I use for Fit Couture on our calendar is her intro group. Unless she has like a really cool group or a really cool event going on, and it'll normally be in pink. We also have our free group this month. Our free group runs the 3rd week of the month, every month. It's tailgating foods and boot camp workouts. We're going to be posting like a football style workout every day for people to complete, and we're going to give them healthy recipes to make during football season, to eat during football games. And I think we're going to do a cool little football challenge at the end and give away a prize during it. And there will be a participation prize for that one if you want to advertise that. The way I market my free groups, I send out an event to anyone I think that would be interested in it, and I tell them to RSVP yes, and then I reach out to them. Our new coach internship, which you are either in it now or you're completing it now, our next one will be run on the 14th for 10 days. The team call at 9 that's on the calendar currently, when I made this, it was originally just Jillian's team call. This is the Fit Rescue team call. Ours will also be on the calendar. We have to figure out a day for that still, but it will normally be towards the end of the month, maybe the week before.
And it may or may not include a live stream of Coeur de Force test group.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I could potentially give us a sneak peek.
It could be working out. We are also not running a Push to Emerald this month because Jillian is, but that will also always be on the calendar. That's just kind of how we put together our calendar. We do a mini team call with the three of us and figure it all out. And as soon as the calendar is complete, I normally put it up the last day of the month. You know what's going on, but you can always reach out in the team page ahead of time and say what's going on next month. I'm ready. And we'll be able to tell you normally 9 times out of 10, at least the week before the month starts. But now you at least know when our groups are running. Every first Monday of every month, new paid group. The third Monday of the month, free group. Our intro group is in between.
Great. I forgot to share one thing. So, if you haven't tried, you can see my thing, right? So, mychallengertrackerportal.com. This is where you add people to the challenge. Keep in mind, again, you do not have to add to our group at all. You can totally do your own thing. It's your normal Beachbody email and password. And I was playing with it today. I didn't realize how much this thing is amazing. So today what I did was all of my customers, I think I had 150 or something like that, who I've either had free leads or I just have people sign up for free accounts. You can come in here. And so Misty had already invited me to this particular one. So you can come on in and basically you can click onto your own group. And you can add to it, you can post from it, you can invite people. The invitation section is amazing. That way you don't get flagged as spam. You can customize an email, you can send a preview to yourself to see what it looks like. You add someone's name so that it'll go like, hi, Julie, and then it'll go into all the information in it. So it's really nice. And so what I just did was I customized my invite email by saying, this is what I sent today. And I want to make a bet. So it says hi, and I'll say the participant's name with all the information on how to download the app and then just information on how to get in contact with me. So if you want to add people to this, go ahead and go this way. I really think that this is going to help us in the future as we slowly start to weed away from Facebook, because not everybody has Facebook. And this is a great way to keep people accountable who hate social media. All they need is an email and this app on their phone, because they can track it. I even have someone who wants to do the health bet with us, but she doesn't want to do shakes at all. And she knows she's not going to win, but she wants to join it because there's a tracker in it and she can keep her her stats in there. And I was like, you know what? Absolutely, yeah, you can come and join our group. So just an idea.
I have a question for you, Katie. Yeah. I haven't logged into it yet. Can you upload all your emails from your back office into it?
So bulk add list of email addresses. So what you can do, what I did was in my back office, I pulled my my Excel sheet, just copied and pasted it. Actually, I wonder if it'll work. Oh no. But then but if you can literally, and they all come out perfectly right here.
Okay.
So if you have Excel for that, go on, have fun.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and I need to play around with this a little bit more too, but I know that, with it tracking everyone and what they're doing, if they're using it properly, it will also help you to help them more. So you're not having to follow up with people and you feel like you're bothering them. Mm-hmm. You can actually see if they're drinking their shake, if they're doing their workouts, if, they're falling behind, you can reach out to them and say, hey, what's going on? What can I do to help? So it's a great tool for that aspect too.
Yeah. Feel like we can look and see who's added their stuff to it. And again, you do not have to join this group. You can make any of your own. You do have to make the groups from the website, but then everything can be done as far as updating it on your phone. So just play around with it. It's mychallengertrackerportal.com. And the more that we've started to play with it, the more we realize, oh, wow, it's really good. So far, the only thing I can't figure out is how to post a video, but you can post pictures, you can update recipes, you can do everything that we've done in Facebook. I'm just trying to figure out the video side of things.
The video, I think you have to upload it to YouTube first and then post the link to YouTube.
No, that stinks. Okay.
But I think there's like a button for it. Like,
so they're still working on it, and which is exciting because it's still kind of in its beta form. But I think that Team Beachbody is basically trying to solve the Facebook issue of losing people to Facebook. So play around with it. Don't be scared of it. The whole point of the health bet is to get more coaches to be on it, to be honest. So, all right, I'll stop share, and then Misty, you are up to kind of close us up. Share.
Well, I'm going to talk about success partners. So, Christy, do you have some success partners? Do you not?
No, well, not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of tricky because you really need to find people that you mesh with. And the whole key to having success partners is you need people that will keep you accountable. So, that will call you out if you're slacking or you need some inspiration. The three of us, Sarah, Katie and myself, we've meshed very well, and we've really helped each other out in numerous ways. I don't know what I would do without these girls, besides Beachbody. Like, it's amazing what they've done for me. But besides the three of us, we've actually come in contact with a couple others through doing, different team cups and, just clicking, and we've formed a bond, kind of a pod, if you will. So really there's the three of us, but there's 5 total. So I would really recommend that you, and I think Katie and Sarah would too, that you not just look for 3 people. It's really not a specific number, but if you can find a group of people that you really do mesh with, it really helps you to grow and evolve. And, like if I'm having a tough month and, we do other things besides Beachbody, and sometimes it's just hard to, be here every day doing this. But when there's more than just 3 of you, like it kind of balances out a little bit better, like this month I'm spread so thin. So, Sarah and Katie can, lean on each other, but there's also the other ones. If I'm not really available, you're not really letting each other down. You're still checking in. You're still doing what you need to do. But it really kind of helps. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend, if you don't already have some sort of success partners, that you start thinking about, hey, her and I, or he and I really kind of click, and I've been able to bounce some great ideas off of them, and maybe we should form something like that. And we're running these groups because we're not, Katie is Diamond, but Sarah and I
not anymore, I'm not.
Sometimes it kind of feels like that, we're Emerald, and then we're still signing coaches, and then sometimes they go inactive, and there's a lot of pieces that have to come together, and sometimes it can be frustrating. You're like, man, am I ever going to get to that end goal? But that goal's always kind of moving. You're always wanting to do more. So the 3 of us came together to get our coaches together into this larger group, the Gem Dynasty, so that we can help you guys, we can help each other until we can get to that higher level, if you will. So this really is your business. It's how you want to run it, but I highly recommend that you connect with others in order to do that, because it really is a team at the end of the day, and how you want to run it. It's really not individual at all.
And we couldn't run our business. And Jillian, right now, like even look at Jillian.
Yeah.
She got hit by a flipping car, for crying out loud, and has been in, crazy therapy. And while she was down, a whole bunch of her coaches were like, boom, how do we make this team still happen? And that's the whole point of this business, which I find is so much different than most social networking, is you are only going to be as good as your weakest link and your strongest link. It's not just, sucking off the people at the bottom, because if the people at top do well, the people at the bottom do even better. And that's why it's so great to be part of a team that shares everything. And we do trainings for each other. And that's why we host these things where, like, if we're going to host a training, it's not always me. I might or Misty's doing the Emerald one right now because I didn't have any time to do that. Sarah's taking over this because of what's going on. Like, each of us are like, okay, I have the time, I'll do it. And then we'll take 6 or 7 coaches from the whole team, because that's what's going to make our team better. All right? So does anybody have any questions? I know today was basically just getting a chance to get us into a routine of understanding how to bring your coaches up to the next level, how to train them and successfully get them ready to start. Are there any questions about our calendar, about how we run things, or about Success Pods?
Where do we look for success people? I don't even know where to start.
Yep. What I recommend, honestly, is start making friends in your challenge groups. And I think that's kind of where it started for a couple of us. You can absolutely on Fit Rescue put your dating profile out there and say, "Hi, I'm looking for God. This is my goal. Let's go on a walk to the beach." I think I did that with Misty.
Yeah.
It was close. Something like that.
Something like that.
So,
I would definitely recommend, and I know it's probably different for Misty and Katie than for me. I don't fall under Jillian. I actually fall under Dina. So I have like a slightly different perspective on things because I'm not directly under Jillian. So I would almost say, if you're one of Katie's coaches, look at Misty's coaches. Or if you're one of mine, look at Katie's. And I know right now in Fit Rescue, there is a success partner post up. I know a couple people are posting on it. Go look to see who commented on it. Scroll through their profiles. Before you even make a comment, like, we know you need a success partner, you know you need one, go scroll through. See if any people that posted on it interest you. If they do, send them a message. Hey, how are you? How's it going? Click with them. It's like building a relationship. It's like blind dating, guys. It really is.
And we recommend the pod more than the partners, simply because, as Sarah put it one time, like, a stool doesn't stand on only 2 legs. And when you have one person down as a partner, you have to take the other person and drag them with you. If you have 3, 4, or 5 in a group, don't go bigger than 5. But if you do 3, 4, or 5 in a group who are willing to work with each other, when the Misties have to take bus training and the Katies is about to pull their hair out because they have to guard for another day, the other coaches in our group can pick up the slack and help us stay sane. And my goodness, I think at any point all 5 of us have had some mental breakdown in our groups.
Weekly.
Daily. But it's like they said, it's kind of getting to know other people and being willing to get to know them beyond just coaching.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a mom, advertise that you're a full-time mom. Advertise that you're a working mom. Advertise that you are a Christian. Advertise that you are satanic. But explaining that you don't want to just be like, hey, we're both coaches who want to push to Emerald. You do also want to mesh a little bit to understand, hey, we're all busy, we're all working, we're all stay-home moms, we're all something, and then kind of going from there. Does that help a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
It won't happen immediately. Just keep in mind that you're like, hey, this month I want to get to know some new people, make some friends.
Yeah.
And then go from there.
Make friends first, because I can tell you, the 3 of us talk every day, and I can definitely tell you it's not always business. Sometimes it's just we're chatty Cathy's.
Sarah didn't make it through the call tonight. A lot of poop emojis. Sarah almost murdered someone today because of a cabinet.
Exactly. Like they know my every move, my everyday life. Like that's how connected we are. You want to make a friend before you want to make a partner. That's my advice.
Yeah.
But we still, even, at the end of the day, we're like, hey, Sarah, did you do your power hour today? Hey.
I did. I'm done.
I did it.
All right, Katie, hop on it.
I know.
I mean, this whole thing is, we all started this journey with Beachbody. I don't think it was because we were like, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire tomorrow. I mean, that would be wonderful. But I think that it was for other reasons, it was to get healthy and have fun. And, that's what's most important at the end of the day. And you still need to have fun with this, but you really can't. You can't do it alone because, I mean, even just like your job that you have 9 to 5, I mean, you have people pushing you. There are people that tell you, hey, this is what your quota is. This is what you need to do. Well, this is you setting that for yourself. And if you put that out there to your success partners, like, this is what I want to achieve, then you're more likely going to do that because they're going to help you to do that. They're not going to let you down. And if you have success partners and it's not working out, then, that's life. It's not always going to work out. You find other people that will help drive you.
Any other questions before we close up? All right.
Yeah, if you guys have things that you really would like for us to cover and help you out with, I mean, message us if you feel funny talking about it on here. That's fine. Private message us, and we'll bring it to light and we'll talk about things. I mean, we're all here because we want to see you guys succeed. So.
And guys, Core de Force is so flippin' amazing. You guys are going to have an amazing thing. I'm just going to put that out there. And Sagi might have lost my man crush to Joel Freeman.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I'm in love with Jericho. Okay, really quick, everyone. Ready? Smile. Oh, you guys are great.
Take a screenshot of us.
I did. I did.
Always look for posts.
Always.
All right, guys. If there's no other questions, thank you for joining. We are going to post this up for the rest of the group. That way you can look back if you are lost a little bit. And I really do appreciate you guys coming and joining us tonight. We will be meeting again sometime at the end of the next month as we prep for October. All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.